thank you for joining us for another episode of BiCone DIY. Today we will be making our opalite BiCone crystal earrings. It's been a while since I've made these, so I'm really excited to be able to make them with you here today. And one of the things that we will be using are these beautiful BiCone opalite crystals. You see, they're very pretty, very sparkly. And then we also will be using our 4mm BiCone AB crystal as well, right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is get our eye pin. All right, we'll just go ahead and straighten this up a little bit for you on camera. Okay, and we'll go ahead and get one of our BiCone AB crystal BiCones right here. We'll move this out of the way so we don't have this in the background. And then we're going to go ahead and fold it right on over. Now, because I like to do things in production, I'm going to go ahead and fold. We're making 2 sets of earrings, so I'm just going to go ahead and string on, or I should say place on my 4mm BiCones and fold over my pin. Okay, go ahead and get another one. Yep, and I do have longer nails, so it makes it interesting beading sometimes with these longer nails. So I try to use my tools as much as possible as an extra set of hands in picking up these little tiny beads, since it can be a little difficult with longer fingernails. But we just got through the holiday season, and that is why I have long fingernails. Alright, there we go. I've bent them all over. Okay, and the other thing we're going to do is go ahead and get our eye pin. I believe this is 30mm. The eye pin is 30mm. So you go ahead and get the eye pin, and you get your BiCone, place it on the eye pin, and just repeat the same process that we did with the 4mm BiCone crystals, just like that. Go ahead and pick that up, put it on our BiCone. Oops. I have to double check the size. I'll put it in the comments what size BiCone this is, but if I had to take a stab at it, it looks like it's about a 12mm BiCone. There we go. 12 or 14. Let's go ahead and get this third one on. Bend over our pin. And finally the fourth one. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe these earrings sold on Fair, so I'm really happy that the store who will be receiving these beautiful earrings is able to sell through all of them. Okay, and now that we have those, now we just need to go ahead and start cutting the excess pin and making our hoop. So let's go ahead and do that. So just because I've done it enough times, and it will take practice, I can already see here I'm going to have to cut off half, because this will make too big of a loop. If I were to try and curl this whole thing over, I'd end up with a really big loop. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut by half here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and, because like I said, I like to do things in succession, kind of like a product line. I'm going to go ahead and just cut all of these off at the same time. There we go. And looking at these BiCones, again, I can see that this is too big. If I were to, let me show you on camera what I mean. If I were to go ahead and make this big loop here, look how much excess we have. You see, it's too much. Okay, so you can already see how much I need to cut off. I need to cut off about 1/4 of an inch over here. Let me go ahead and straighten that back out again. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off that little 1/4 inch that I showed you. And I'm going to go ahead and do that on all four at one time. I find for me doing it like this saves me time. Some people just like to go ahead and make their earrings one at a time from start to finish. I like to do things like a factory where I'm targeting one task at a time. But that's just me. It's my personal preference. And now let's go ahead and curl these pins over. Now I'm going to give you a little tip. When you want to turn or curl your wire over, right, in this case a pin, have your hand up. You see where my fingernails are facing the camera and my wrist is pointing up, but I'm holding, if you see, if you're holding your gripper like this, you are going to turn your hand up facing you, and your pliers will be vertical to your eye line, okay? Then you're gonna go ahead and, I usually go right around the middle of those pliers if I'm making a standard loop, okay? And then I curl over, okay? You see, I curled over. And if you look, I'll show you the loop. You see the loop? There's just a little gap there. That's fine, that's normal. That point, you go in with your round nose pliers and you just close the gap. Let's take a look at it now. You see? Gap close. All right, let's do it again. Grip. Nails pointing up towards you. Hold on to that wire in the middle part of the pliers, okay? And then turn it over, okay? It's gonna have a gap, and that's fine. That's when you take your pliers and you just curl it over to close the gap. See? All right, let's do it one more time. Pliers held, nails pointing up towards you. This part is vertical, okay? You're gonna put your wire at the midpoint of your pliers. Oh, sorry guys, having difficulty. At the midpoint of your pliers, just like that. And now you're going to curl the wire over. And you're gonna be holding your bead right here in place, and this is the only hand that's gonna be moving, okay? It has a little gap, that's fine. That's when you get your pliers in there and you close the gap. Again, holding the bead in place, making sure it's not moving, and closing the gap. And now you've got a perfect loop, okay? All right, so this is the fourth one we're gonna go ahead and do. There you go, perfect loop. And we'll go ahead and repeat the process for these smaller ones here. There we go. So now we have 4 opalite BiCones already done, and we've got 4 AB crystals ready to go over here. So let's go ahead and get these all attached and make it into an earring. So I've got some ear hooks here. Let me go ahead and pull these out. We're going to need 4 of them because we're making 2 sets of earrings. Okay. I'm going to put my round nose plier out, and now I'm going to go ahead and get my flat nose plier. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get our BiCone over here, and you see we have 2 loops here. This was on pin. This is a flathead pin, so it had a stopper over here. So this is actually going on the bottom. So let's go ahead and open now our loop. You see I just held the crystal in place and turned the loop. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the end of my BiCone crystal, like that, and then close the loop again. See? Let's do it again. I'm going to go ahead and open up this loop here, and I'm going to get my BiCone crystal, 4mm, attach it, and then close the loop. Same thing here. Open the loop. If you see, I'm holding on to the bead, and my right hand is doing all of the work. My right hand is the one that's opening the wire and closing the wire. You see, I'm just holding the bead in place. Let's do it again so you can see. Okay, opening and then closing again. You see? Okay. Now let's go ahead and get our hook. And the hook is pretty much just the same process as what we were doing for the smaller 4mm. We're going to hold the hook in place and we're going to open up the hoop right there on the corner. And then we are going to attach our BiCone. So you're attaching the hook to the other free side of that BiCone. Okay, and there you go. That's a finished earring right there. I'll hold it up in a little bit so you can see what it looks like dangling. So just go ahead and finish assembling. So grasp the hook, turn the hoop, attach your BiCone. There you go. Let's do it again. Hook, hoop, BiCone. One last time. There's your BiCone. Let's close that off. And there you go. We were able to make 4 earrings. Let's see if I can hold it up to the camera a little bit better. See how that looks? Isn't that pretty? And when it's hanging on the ear, it is so pretty. So pretty. It has that iridescent look that just really captures, like when you get it up against the sun and stuff like that, it's just super pretty. So let's see here. See? Isn't that pretty? Alright guys, well that completes another episode of Be Chic DIY. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead, click the like button, hit the notification bell so that way you'll get a notification when I put out another video. And as always, share. Sharing is caring, and sharing is showing others your support for not only my community but for the beading world. I love making jewelry. It's one of my favorite pastimes, and I'm so glad I get to be able to share my designs with you. Thank you so much guys. Have a great day. Bye.